life is for living. Life should be accessible. Life should be attainable for everybody. Even vacation shouldn't be that expensive because it's just life. You're just going to a destination. Everybody on this planet should be able to access life and living and fun. Certain things just should not be so unattainable and out of reach for certain people. Like, it shouldn't always be only people that are in this bracket of life can afford certain things and everybody else, boo-hoo-hoo. Example, I have kids. School sports. Luckily, like I said, I'm making enough. I can put my kids in sports, but I feel bad because I know so many kids who are just like, whose parents don't make that kind of money. So they never participate in sports. They never get signed up for summer camps. They don't get any extracurricular activities because their parents can't afford it. And it's like, why should, for example, why should summer camp be so expensive for kids? Like, certain things should just be free in this world. Summer camp, average summer camp is like $6,000 for the summer. Just for what? For kids to go somewhere during the day to go play some basketball? To go somewhere during the day to go have fun and have an activity with other kids? Is that really necessary to charge these costs? Like, this world is so unreasonably expensive. And this isn't just COVID doing this. This has been before COVID. Like, pricing doesn't make sense. You have a bunch of overpriced people getting overpriced paychecks, deciding what prices should be for everybody else who's getting regular, simple paychecks. Like, that's bonkers to go somewhere and a bottle of water costs $3. Like, seriously? Really? This free, accessible resource. This world is covered in water. Why should you even have to pay such a drastic amount just to have it? Like, water is just one of those things that should be free everywhere you go. Like, water should be one of those things. You go into a grocery store, they're giving you a case of water just because, like, it's water. It's just like people are just getting ripped off. Like, this country would tell you, oh, there's no money for this. There's no money for that. You're in debt here. You're in debt here. But yet, everywhere you go, there's a lottery being played. Everywhere you go, there's just masses of money just waiting to be poured. Like, really, people are winning hundreds of millions on the lottery, but then the same country will tell you there's not enough money for anything, and that's why everything has to get so expensive, and that's why they can't be free schooling for kids, or that's why they can't be free. Like, all schooling should be free. All this private school, and therefore if you can't afford a better school, so therefore you just have to accept going to a lower quality school. Shouldn't school be, if school is the most important thing for children, then that's something that should just be a set standard for every child to attain. Not only if you have money, you can get a good education. No, that's just, it should just be education, period. Not good education or bad education or medium education. If education is the most important thing for children, which in my opinion is not, but the world considers it, so we're just going to keep it on this conversation. If that is the most important thing for children, why is it so unattainable for some? Like, it really is that simple. Like, this world is just so comfortable telling people no. That's the problem. This world is getting so comfortable telling people no. No to this, no to, like, why should somebody be getting paid $100 million because they can dribble a basketball? Like, really, these are things that, like, regular civilians need to start thinking about, so you can start really taking your life into your hands and stop letting this government, this country, just keep punking you. This world, it's not even just America. This is worldwide. And it is like a handful of people that really run and organize this world. And this 5% of people just punk the rest of the world. Does it make sense for somebody, a human being just like you, to get paid $150 million just because they can play, because they can dribble a ball? They know how to throw and catch a ball. They're getting paid $150 million. Yet a teacher who's, like, you say the education is the most important, yet teachers who are teaching your children, who are the most important beings in this world currently, teachers barely get paid jack. Doctors who are actually saving lives. I'm not for this medical industry either, but for the sake of this conversation, the world views the medical industry as saving lives. So like I said, we're going to keep it on that same conversation. Doctors save lives. You're going in there dying. A doctor will bring you back from that. And he ain't even making what these motherfuckers make just for being able to broom, 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 dribble, shoot. Does that make sense? And not even like they're not making as much. They're not even making close. That's madness. Doctor makes what, like $250,000 to $750,000, depending on the level of doctor he's at. $250,000 to $750,000 a year is a doctor's salary, depending on what kind, how far he's in, whatever. But yet a newbie NBA player will come in and take like $50 million first year easy, because you can block a ball, because you can do this activity that 10-year-old kids are playing all around. A 10-year-old can't save somebody from a heart attack. A 12-year-old can't fix a broken rib. A 9-year-old does not know how to administer medicine. But guess what a 9-year-old can do? Oh, he can dribble a ball too. Yeah, oh, he can also shoot it. Yeah, my sons play basketball. They know how to dribble, block, shoot, pass. They know how to do all the things this grown-up is doing that he is getting $50 million, $100 million, $150 million for. That's madness. LeBron James, King James, and all his giant element and his giant entity. What is, like, really, what has he done other than play basketball? Has he saved a life? And I don't want to hear, oh, well, his money, he helped the community, We're talking about how you get your money. Because there's a whole bunch of broke people who, if they had money, they would do goodness for their community too. So that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what you're doing to actually earn and receive this money. Because at the end of the day, who's paying all these people? The 5% population that's controlling this world. White people, basically. So it has to make you wonder, why are white people choosing to hand boatloads of money to this black person just for what? Because he can dribble a ball? What's the real reason behind it? What's the real message behind it? Because it's not a black man paying LeBron James his money. It's not a black man that paid Kobe. It's not a black man that paid Shaq. It's none but white owners in these high places. So you have to think, why do white people have this much access to this money? And that's what they're using it on. And then you let white people come tell you on the news how much they care for your community and blah, blah, blah. If they did, they would cut LeBron's salary in half, which, oh my God, now instead of 150, he can get 75 million. Oh God, so sad. If they really care for black people in their communities, cut his salary in half and go use the other half to go build up these black communities. To get better situations for black people to actually be able to come up in this world. If you really cared about the black struggle in this country, which all of them claim to do. Instead, no. Shaq getting richer by the minute. Shaq is retired, so let me not. And I don't follow basketball. I can't think of a current one. Steph Curry is getting paid boatloads by the minute. Like, real talk. Does that make sense? And it's not just basketball, all these sports. Does Will Smith, should he make $20 million for making a movie because he entertained you and made you laugh? $20 million, dude? $1 million, maybe. Okay, I'll understand. Even that is like, you technically didn't cure anything. You didn't heal anything. You didn't teach anything. You just memorized lines and put emotions behind it. Some shit that, guess what? There's 9-year-olds in dramas right now. There's 10-year-old kids reading plays right now. So like, 5-year-old kids are coming up with scripts at home, performing for their parents. So it's like entertainers too. They're not doing anything a child cannot do. Like, no, come holler at me when you're doing something other people cannot do. Come holler at me when you're doing something a child cannot do. Then maybe, okay, yeah, pay that person. A doctor, once again, a child cannot heal a broken wrist. So yeah, pay the doctor money because he's doing something that's really necessary in this world. But to tell me that this entertainer or this rapper who did nothing but rap about spreading her butt cheeks open is doing something so worthy that she should be getting paid millions, or he should be getting paid by the boatloads for doing what? And then a lot of these modern day rappers, you listen to the quality of their music and the quality of their lyrics, and it's just like, oh my God. Yet they are shining from head to toe. This is not a hating video. I give a damn about that. Like, I real talk. This is assessing this world and calling this world out for the hypocrisy that goes on, calling this world out for the nonsense that it continues to do, and just calling this world out for the unrealistic handling of this world. Like, man, it's madness that on one hand, there really are people living in 20-bedroom homes, and it's a family of 2. And then you go on the other side of the world, or on the other side of the country, or on the other side of your city. Like, we ain't even got to go so far. We don't even have to make it as dramatic as bringing up starving children in Africa, or dying babies in India, or hungry children in Mexico. Like, we don't even have to, like, we can just keep this real, like, no, real Western. Go a block over and there's people in need. But then you go the next city over and literally it's a family of 2 or 3 living in a 6-bedroom home, 7-bedroom home, and you only have 1 child? What? Like, the world is so off balance. And we're getting more and more comfortable accepting it. We're getting more and more comfortable just saying, oh, well, work harder. What? No. Balance this world. There shouldn't be somebody getting paid $150 million a year for what? Dribbling a basketball? Or per contract, however they do it. Over here, somebody's getting paid $150 million for playing with a ball. And then over here, somebody's getting $10 an hour for working at minimum wage. Really? Because I'm pretty sure if you didn't have that minimum wage worker, your shelves wouldn't be organized. Good luck having customers, because who's going to want to walk into a grocery store or a department store and the stuff is just scattered all over the place? Who wants to walk into a restaurant and have to go in the back and make your own food, or have to go serve your own self? But now, on the other hand, they're getting paid like squat money. That's the problem. It's not about picking on this person for making this and saying, ah, ha, ha, this one makes this. No, it's about, there has to be a balance. It is so off balance if this is just way, like, literally, my God, that's madness to me. As I'm making this video talking about it, it's just like, it's insane. NBA player makes how much for dribbling a ball? It's silly. But then over here, this person is struggling to pay rent every month, yet they're teaching your children every day. Yet they're keeping the grocery stores organized for you to be able to do your grocery shopping. I ain't no police person. I'm gonna make video. I've made videos. I make videos and I'll make more videos. I'm not a police person, but for the F of it, police are saved, like, they risk their lives, quote unquote, serving justice and whatever. That's a more important job. They get paid squat money too. Like, professions that actually serve a purpose, that serve the community more, like, which is mine, that actually serve the community more. These people playing basketball, that's not how's that serving the community? Oh, great, the neighborhood has a team to root for because they're from your city. Great, dude, but so what? That's not helping you when you step outside of your door. Because some of you liable to fight a person because they're not on the same team. So that's just causing more division. No, like, it's madness. Where I live, politicians making more money, but yet every year homelessness is just getting out of hand. Every day it's a new street with new homeless people. Like, they just not caring now. They just posting up anywhere. You'll be looking, driving like, is that someone laying? Are they just laying at the pump? Like, before, they used to at least try to find a bush. Like, real talk. Before, they would go try to find somewhere to be incognito and maybe tuck away behind a dumpster or something to go to try to hide, to be out of the way. Now there's just a plethora of homeless people. They don't even care. This is that new age homelessness. Dude, they don't give a damn where. They'll be in the divider in the middle of the street, just tucked away in a sleeping bag. Like, yo, dude, you just out here. You're just out here. You didn't even try to hide. Of all the places you could post up, you chose the divider in the middle of the street. And it's a busy intersection too. You chose this corner, this T intersection. You picked the busiest one in this neighborhood and just set up your sleeping bag on it. Like you just out here. Yeah, like. Oh my God, yo, I swear, like, this is getting out of hand, man. Like, the ludicrousy, even though that's probably not a word, the ludicrousy. I make my own thoughts, baby. Or I make my own words. Yo, but the lunacy, oh, that's what it is. The lunacy of it is insane. It's like, man, I don't get it. It's nuts. And like, people just, like, we're just accepting it. We just let it happen. Rent keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And it's just nobody fights it down. Like, there's no sign of rent stopping. It's not going to stop. Yeah, we just accept it. Nobody fights it down. Nobody. And people will say, oh, we're fighting it down. How are you fighting it down? Oh, you're going to the judicial system? Oh, is that right? You're going to beg the people that know what they're doing. You're going to beg the people that are doing it to stop doing it. They know what they're doing. Think they don't know? They don't care. Hence why they do it. But you think going to them is going to help you solve that problem. Really? Really? Okay. Like Black America, that just come like Black America, man. We gotta learn how to fight back, man. We gotta learn how to do something back. And it's going to involve a fight. And I'm not talking about a fight with paper or a cardboard sign or going to beg no lawmaker, because every law is illegal. In the words of Bob Marley, and he's 100% facts, every single law is illegal. Every law made on earth today is illegal. But we're just going to focus on America because that's where we're at. And that's where we got a freaking chance down first. Before we even heal Africa as an African, before even African can be healed, America is what needs to be tackled, because this was the place that all the badness and sin and betrayal and everything took place. Every law in this country is illegal, because just being in this country is illegal. How are white people going to come into this country, slaughter everything, slaughter everybody, slaughter all their rules, all their ways of life, and then turn around and said, now, this is the law, you don't steal, you don't kill. Like, you just stole everything. You just killed everything. What are you talking about? Like, the most savage of human beings committed the most abominable atrocity on this planet, and then turned around and made rules. The nerve turned around and made a set of rules, aka laws, and said everybody must obey it. Where's the truthfulness in this law? Who made it up? You did? Come show me your rap sheet that says you are worthy to make a law. All these laws were made by the most savage of men, the most savage of minds, the atrocities that were committed in this country, and then turn around and made laws that everybody must follow. And now you check these laws and they're all backwards. They're all illegal. They only serve one group of people. They are just tacky, for lack of a better word. Every law is illegal. So why do we as black people keep following them? We will never have progress if we continue to follow a set of laws that were not made for us. Man, I wish I could beat this through my phone. All day, every day, we following every rule, every law. Some of you right now can't even afford an apartment. Why? Because you don't make 3 times the rent. You make enough to pay for that apartment, damn it. And you know you're responsible, that you will pay for it. But the law says you can't move in if you don't make at least 3 times the rent. And you like tuck your head and you're, okay. You're homeless because of who? Why? If you don't walk into that building and demand some keys, man, black people, that's what it's going to take. You need to start demanding things. You're too comfortable asking. You guys don't even ask. You beg for stuff. You're too comfortable begging for acceptance. You're too comfortable begging to be left alone. You're too comfortable just begging to, like, for peace. F peace. Demand your rights. Demand your shit. You ain't even supposed to be here. Use that. The hell? Demand. Bitch, give me them freaking keys. What apartment is this? 13? That's mine now. The hell? Some of you here can barely feed your kids. But this pale, pasty thing next to you out here balling on no budget. And they'll be the ones to look at you and say, well, you should follow the rules. Or they'll look at you and say, well, why aren't you a better citizen of society? Like, I got more videos. Black people, start demanding your things. Start demanding. Keyword, demand. You ask too much. You beg too much. You plead too much. It's soft. Start demanding from this country what you want. Not even what you need. F that. You already know needing is PG. Right now, you deserve things that you want. Demand it from them. Stop asking and begging. You look soft.